Hi guys, this is a mini tutorial of how to rotate items in Hytale, because the last day I read Twitter and I see a lot of people having the same issue. So when you add item to Hytale, this is not correctly positioned in the hand, okay? So if you see, I added a sword to do this. Is a test sword, okay? And if you look at the sword, it's not good. They don't not have good rotation, okay? So we need to rotate it 90 degrees, okay? Sorry for my English. Is my first tutorial in English, okay? So yeah, this is the item, okay? It's a test sword I added. So the issue is, okay, you need to go to your resource folders, okay? in your mod, you need to go to your resource folder in Hytale. When you in the folder you add the block model, okay, and the texture. So you go to block bench and you drag the the block model to block bench, okay, and obviously select the texture. So the issue is right here, okay? You need, so important, to have good the pivot tool, okay? So the issue is like this: you have like this and your model is like this and it's not good, okay? So you need to create a folder, rename it, okay, wherever you want, rename it, put to the top space, okay, and add all these things to the folder, okay? And now create another folder in this folder, so you have all your model in a folder inside a folder, okay? This is the pathing. So now if you put the click on the sword in the first folder, you see that the pivot point, okay, with the pivot tool, the pivot point is here, is down in the 0, 0, 0. But you need to go up a little bit, okay? Because if the pivot point is too down, the sword is going down the grass in the game, okay? So you need to up the pivot point a little bit. Like 20 is good for this sword because it's small sword, okay? So now you put here the pivot point in the first folder, okay? So now you go and click only the second folder, because the second folder has the pivot in another space, and you need to match. Look, the pivot in the second folder is here, but in the first folder is here. So you need to match the second folder with the model with the first pivot, okay, in the first folder. So you drag a little bit down, a little a little bit up, a little bit, okay, maybe like this. Okay, the pivot is here. Nice. The pivot is here in the first folder. The pivot is here in the sword. So that's good, okay? So now if you check in game, sorry, you first save it, save model, okay, Control S, and you check in game, you have down the sword a little bit, okay? So now if you want to rotate it, just in the second folder you need to rotate the sword, okay? Rotate 90 degrees, and the pivot is just still right there, okay? So I'm gonna go down with the pivot a little bit because it's too high, like this, okay? And I keep it like that. Is the pivot in the first folder is here, good, and the second folder with the sword model is rotated and ready to play, okay? Save model, go to Hytale, and yeah, the sword is rotated. So yeah, that's it. And you threw it, it's good, everything good, you pick it up and it's good, okay? So that's the tutorial, guys. Goodbye.